Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri, and is the world's first single barrel only liquor store. This business is owned and operated by Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution list. That way you'll know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and what barrel picks they have in the works. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we have a special live event from the ABV Barrel Shop where we're talking about our new club, the Barrel Shop Syndicate. My name is Steve Akeley. I am joined by Jim Fosnot. Hey, Jim, how you doing, man?
Good, Steve. How are you doing today?
Good. So we are having some fun here at the Barrel Shop. Of course, you never know if a customer will come in. We're trying to do this during a quiet time. But sometimes it seems like if we bring out this recorder, people are drawn to it like a magnet, right?
That is true. It seems like we get interrupted every time, which is perfect. We come in the shop,
exactly.
We're not complaining. We can pause and start over. Sometimes we even let them join in the podcast.
Exactly. Sometimes we get interrupted and then we forget where we were, and those episodes just get scrapped.
And our employee of the month is here to take care of them anyway. Barley is close at hand, so he can go greet them.
He can greet them at the door. Yeah. So we're in good hands, or good paws there, as I should say.
That's true.
Right. Yeah. So we've got a fun thing going on. We launched a club called the Barrel Shop Syndicate this week. So I think it's pretty exciting. What are we trying to do with this thing, Jim?
Really, it's about rewarding our best customers with great experiences and great opportunities. And just, knowing who our best customers are and taking care of them.
Yeah, I think it's really is going to be a pivotal moment in the history of this young organization here, because I just saw the difference that it made with the ABV network. So I was going along doing podcasts and stuff like that, and building an audience based on downloads. I mean, I knew that our shows were popular based on downloads, but that's all I knew. I mean, I would know if someone listened based on the fact if they ever introduced themselves as a listener, but you never know who your big time fans are. So we decided to start something called the ABV Network Crew Club, and that's been the best thing that's ever happened. It allows you to kind of get your hands around who are these people out there that really love what you're doing and kind of take it to the next level. I mean, there's people that may listen from time to time to a podcast or catch them when they can, but then there's also a group of people that listen to every day, and it becomes part of their routine and their daily lives. And to being able to identify those people, I think is really a huge difference in how you shift your attention and your focus, and it helps you out. You being me in this example, it helps you out, manage your business, but it also helps those people that really love you the most, and it helps you target them and do cool things for them. And that's what we want to do with this, right?
Yeah, I think when they're invested in you, they're vested in us. Like at that point, they're paying more attention to what we're doing. They're more actively engaged in everything we're doing, and we're more actively engaged with those specific customers because those are the ones that we know are spending their most time and energy on us.
Yeah, and by joining a club, it allows you to market to those individuals that are interested in what you're doing. So it can be tough standing out. I mean, you can do social media posts, but who sees them and who doesn't? And sometimes it feels like you're just in a empty forest, just shouting by yourself. And does anybody hear that? I don't know. So this gives you the chance to say, these are the people that might be interested in this. Hey, here's what we're doing. If you're interested, jump in. So it really targets what you're doing. And I think that's one of the greatest assets from our standpoint. And we'll talk about after the break all the benefits for the other side of the table, all the people in the club, right?
Yeah, and it's been a great launch so far. So we'll talk about that too.
Yeah. So, we always always like to talk about what we're drinking. No cork pop here because we've got pours out of the office, and it's either a posi pour, which we've got the spouts on the top, so that doesn't make a cork pop, or we have to go and get it out of the office. So in this case, we both grabbed something out of the office. So what do you got there, Jim?
I got some Neely family here. This is a barrel that we picked, our customers picked. It's going to be our next barrel coming in the store that we the very first class we did in here. Which is a lot of fun, and so I'm just trying that one back out.
All right. And I've got from Nobleton's, I've got some of their whiskey here. So they're Planters whiskey, so, Ozark Highlands. And I'm enjoying this, and it's a great pour, and we are getting close to getting our barrel pick in from them. I'm hoping within the next week or so here, but I've been saying that for a little while, so hopefully there's no further bumps in the road.
Yeah, unfortunately, they moved locations right as we're doing our pick, so it slowed things down a little bit.
Yeah, and they had a situation, too, where they printed the labels. This is when it rains, it pours, and it's been raining a lot here recently, physically and, maybe spiritually here, because the labels show up, so he's ready to start filling the bottles, but they're printed about a 1/4 inch off. So imagine some of the label to the right being off there altogether, and then there's this gap on the left. He's like, that can't work. So the printer had to reprint, but that just slows it down because then he has to contact them. They got to fix it, then they got to remail it. So it's just a pain.
It is, but when all these barrels start rolling, we're going to have like 10, 11 barrels hit us at once, and it's going to be a great day for all the bourbon lovers here in the area.
Yes, we're going to look like an episode of Hoarders where we just have a pathway to walk between here and the office, the restroom, and the tasting bar, and then that's kind of it. So, yeah.
You have to buy your way to the register. You have to buy a bottle to clear room.
Yes, yeah. So that'll be fun. And like I said, it probably will all happen at once, but we'll just deal with it. We're learning to adapt and deal with things, aren't we, Jim?
That we definitely are.
Yeah. It's kind of a thing for a small business owner. But it's been great. Again, going back to the city that we're in, Arnold, Missouri has been awesome. We're starting to meet some of our fellow business owners. We had a gentleman stop in from a local barbecue place called Sugar Fire. And they're going to be coming to town pretty soon here. And based on just what they had read about us, they wanted a partner. And the guy who owns this franchise came in. He's a great guy. Yeah.
Bourbon enthusiast as well. And he wants to help us. And he's going to let us do some stuff at their grand opening. He wants to help us here in the store with maybe doing some classes, some barbecue pairings with some bourbons. And and then we can help him and do some barrel picks with their locations as well. So I think it'll be great for all of us, but man, what a great guy.
Yeah. So, and, I didn't know this yesterday, but I've been chatting with him a little bit online today. He sent a note, hey, thanks for talking. And it was on the Barrel Shop Facebook page. And it turns out, he's an Oakville grad. So, hey, if you're from St. Louis, that's a thing. If you both went to the same high school, you've got a bond there. You've got a kinship. So certainly we got that. And it gives me a mutual, another vote here in anything we do with him against Jim, who grew up in West County and a school that we didn't like. So that's good.
I'm pretty sure one West County guy overrules two South
County. No, heck no.
That's how it works.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah. So, but it's good stuff, and we're looking forward to more partnerships like that. That's a fun part of this business, and looking forward to doing those and getting together with some great St. Louis brands. So, Sugar Fire is, they've had explosive growth the last 6-7 years, and so we certainly would love a partnership with them, and that's a very cool thing for us. So, all right, what we're going to do next, we'll take a quick break. And then when we come back, we're going to be talking about the Barrel Shop Syndicate, what that is, what the benefits for you, our customers. We'll do that in just a few. Owners Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot Select. With over 100 distilleries on board to sell us barrels, we are home to the most unique and diverse barrel pick selections in the bourbon world. By signing up for our email, you will always know what we have in stock. In addition to the single barrels, we'll have a gift shop featuring ABV Barrel Shop as well as ABV Network merchandise. We are partnering with vendors like Art Eatables and Old Man Bay Signs to bring you unique items you can't find anywhere else. We will also have a 24-seat classroom where we are offering educational and fun classes like Breakfast and Bourbon, a series where we pair donuts and bourbon, customer barrel picks, and opportunities to learn from master distillers and other bourbon dignitaries. Best of all, we feature a tasting bar where you can try before you buy. All of this is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. If you are in the St. Louis area, please stop by to say hi. If you're traveling in from outside the area, please take advantage of our hotel rates with the Drury Inn and Pear Tree Inn, less than a mile from our shop. This can be done via the links in our Visit St. Louis section on our website. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to plan your trip. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about the Neely Family Distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent trips to Kentucky. Today, he is amongst the leaders of young distillers leaving their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery yields insight on their unique family history, why their products are special, and gives you the opportunity to taste their whiskey, moonshine, and creams. Check them out at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com or visit them in Sparta, Kentucky.
This is Denny Kennard, and my ultra drinking Edo is Freddie Miller. I'll drink to that.
All right, everybody, welcome back. My name is Steve Akeley. We're talking about the Barrel Shop Syndicate today, a new club offering from the ABV Barrel Shop. So, Jim, it's got some pretty cool stuff, right? Let's just take turns kind of hitting on a few of these. What would be something you would say is a great benefit?
Well, holding bottles.
Yeah.
We'll hold bottles, so there's going to be, and we'll actually hold their numbered bottle. If the bottle is numbered, we're going to hold that one for them specifically. So everybody, I guess that's another benefit. When they join, they're going to get 2 Glencairns, one to take home, and one to leave here that will have their membership number on it.
Yes. Yeah, so that's kind of cool. So, you know, when you're at home and you got your friends over, you have one of our glasses that shows the, you know, your number, which is awesome. And as Jim talked about, when we get barrel picks in, a lot of them come sequentially numbered, and we will save that number that ties into your membership number. So if you're membership number 10, and we'll save you bottle number 10 from those numbered ones, which is pretty cool stuff. Also, of course, the lower you are ensures that you get a bottle. So yes, if you're number 50 and we do another hazmat one that only has 25 bottles in there, well, guess what? You don't get one. So you want to be a nice low number. So yeah,
that is true. And so we've got someone. Yeah, we've got someone good, as we said, and it's somebody we might know. Oh, holy cow!
We've been wondering when this guy's going to come. Take up a chair here, Noah. Noah's been on the show before. What's going on, buddy?
What's up,
Good
sir?
seeing you.
What's up, Noah? How we doing, buddy?
All right, so great. Noah's been on the Bourbon Daily before. So, Noah, we're recording an episode right here, right now,
That's
man.
incredible.
Yeah.
Happy to just jump in.
Yeah,
you know, it works every time. Every time we have a little lull, we start to record a show, and
someone comes in. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good thing, gentlemen.
It's been good so far. Yeah,
It's exciting to be here, man.
We're doing one about our club. Would you like to sign up live right now as we're recording this?
I think it's a necessity. It has to be done.
Wow. This would be amazing. If we could sell one time, we'll turn this recorder on every time before someone walks in. We'll be like, "Oh, we're recording the show about the club."
That's a safe bet, gentlemen.
Yeah. So
it looks incredible in here.
Yeah. So we'll give you a tour in just a minute because it's pretty cool. There's a lot here. There's a lot to talk about. Yeah. So in terms of, here comes somebody calling here. This is fantastic. So I guess we better take a break. We'll come back to this. We'll do that in just a few. All right, everybody, welcome back. We didn't really take like a commercial break there, but we took like a little break because we had customers here. We had our old friend Noah here. We had people calling. It was a whole thing going on.
Yeah, it seems to happen every time we start the podcast. It works out well for us. We get busy in the shop. So
again, we're not mad.
It's kind of like the slump buster, whatever. It works.
Yeah, so that worked out pretty cool. So who knows? We may get another person in here as we record this. But Jim, just as a reminder, we were getting ready to talk about the value and the benefits that are part of this club that we've got. So you've got the list there. What's something that stands out right away as you look at it?
Well, there's a lot of little things, but like the first one that you're going to get 2 of the Glencairns that are our logoed Glencairns, but they're going to be numbered. It's going to have your membership number on there. And so we're going to have a rack here. Well, one glass will hang on your rack in numerical order, and then the other one you'll get to take home. And then whenever we get numbered barrels in, when the bottles come in numbered for a barrel, we will hold that bottle for you if you want to purchase that specific bottle that matches your membership number.
Yeah, that's pretty cool for sure. We're going to do, there'll be a lot of people coming in and signing bottles too as we do barrel releases. It's not been something that we've had an opportunity yet, other than like our grand opening. We had a lot of distillers here, but we will be doing that moving forward. And one of our ideas too is, club members will get the chance to come here early before everyone else, before we open the doors or whatever it is, and we will allow our club members to come in, get their bottle signed, maybe some sort of presentation with the speaker, depending on who it is, of course, and get your bottles and then be able to get out and be done before the crowd comes in, which is something that's pretty cool. That access is something everybody wants.
Well, and you posted this just the other day. Is we're going to be getting the first barrel of Hidden Barn outside of Kentucky or Colorado is coming here. Probably the only barrel out of Kentucky or Colorado is coming here to our shop, and the only way to be able to get 2 bottles of that is to be a member of the Syndicate, and so they'll have access to 2 bottles, and so they'll be able to get 1 bottle that is their number, and the other one, of their choice that's above the number letters, and nothing's for sure yet, but we're hoping with Jackie's ICANN being from St. Louis here that she'll come in for that event and be signing bottles, and we're still working that out. No guarantees yet, but we feel pretty good about it.
Yeah. The Hidden Barn we know is there couldn't be a release that is there's more interest in, that certainly doesn't come from the big heritage brands. This is what's so crazy about Hidden Barn, and I like the fact that if I was on the other side of the table, to know that my bottles are locked in is pretty cool, and the fact I can buy 2 versus everyone else, we're going to limit everyone else to 1. So yeah.
Well, we've already had a ton of people reach out for us because they know of your relationship with Royce Neely, and a ton of people reaching out already asking when we're getting this, if we were getting it before it even announced that we were. So we know it's going to be a big deal when it hits the store here. It'll be a great thing for the store here, but it's going to be a great thing for the members who have access that others won't have.
Yeah. Also, just to give you some insight here, I mean, literally, when they have a meeting and they have the 4 owners that are part of Hidden Barn, Jackie and Royce and Nate and Matt, and they're together, and Jackie says, this 1 barrel is our best one. It is this profile it's fruity with apricot notes. And I think it's the best thing we got. I just want to make sure that we put that into the single barrel program and not part of, because they're deciding where barrels are going to go. Are they part of a batch? Are they part of a single barrel? And she said, this is the absolute best one. And Royce was like, well, that's the one we should give to Akeley. He loves Seagrass, which has apricot notes. And they were like, yeah, let's do it. And so we can have the best barrel of Hidden Barn, as according to Jackie's ICANN, which I believe her.
And it is called the hometown barrel. That's what we're calling it, correct? So, because Jackie is from St. Louis, if you didn't know that. I gotta believe you would by now. And so she wanted us to have a great barrel to represent her hometown as well. So couldn't be happier for what's going to happen there.
Yeah, so that's a really big thing, and there'll be all kinds of other events and things like that we do, and ways just to things that we aren't even thinking of up front, but will enhance other things by, like we did with Hidden Barn. You don't not only do you get 1, you actually get 2. So.
Well, yeah, we'll do other stuff also. Like, we have a lot of access to behind-the-scene events that, when you and I go to a distillery, it's a lot different when someone pays for a tour. Yeah. And so our members are going to get some access to some of that stuff there. There may be fees involved. It depends on the distillery, where we're at. And, if we're out of town, whatever, obviously they have to, arrange their own travel and stuff. But once we get there, there's nothing better, Steve, than you and I are in a distillery and someone hands us a drill and a handful of golf tees, and we get to start drilling the barrels.
Just going to town. Yeah,
and start
what we do. It's what we do.
Yeah, tasting around there. And most people don't ever get to experience that. And so, hopefully we'll get some of our members involved in some of that there, and they can kind of see what we get to do and go behind the scenes and meet all the people that are involved and kind of peek behind the curtain of what's going on.
Yeah. There's nothing I hate more than when I'm involved in something and they don't engage me and get me involved. Well, we're not going to be like that. We're going to have our members. When you see photos of us doing barrel picks and we've got people in there, we're going to have our members with us, which is pretty a cool thing. Not everybody does that. A lot of them, it just ends up being a couple people that are running the event or pick all the barrels for everybody. Well, we're going to be involved in that, but we also want to engage our members and have them involved. And it's not going to be everybody. It's going to be members of the Barrel Syndicate, which is cool.
There's a lot of clubs out there that club funds the heads of the club to go and do all these picks and whatever else. And we're not about that. Listen, we're going to be involved. Our name's on the pick, but we would like to bring and get as many people involved in these picks as we can throughout the course of the year. Listen, our goal is to do 100 picks a year. It might be tough year one, but we'll get close. And with that being said, if we've got 50 members involved, we'll be able to bring quite a few people on picks. And even if you can't travel for picks, listen, we can't always go to the distiller. There's a lot of times that the distillery comes to us, meaning the samples get sent to the store. And so, we can do that as well. We can have you come into the shop. You can help us taste these out. We've got a system where we rate them out, and your input's going to be taken into consideration with what we pick. And, we could, we might do some picks that are just syndicate picks only, where we just have, some kind of contest or something within the syndicate where we let that group of people pick the barrel, and we're not involved other than overseeing it. They make the final choice. We don't know. Like we could. The great thing is this is our business, so we can do what we want. We can make
exactly.
We can make it as fun as we want to do, and we love doing this stuff. We love getting people involved, and so if we think that's a winning idea, and we hear from customers or club members that think, man, that'd be really cool if we could do something like this. Great, let's try it out. See what happens.
Yeah. Yeah, and of course, part of the club too is doing work to help ALS. So it's been inspired by our friend Rick Brenner, and he's actually member number 1. And he will always be member number 1, no matter how long we're doing this thing. He'll be member number 1, and it's a a pretty cool thing because we've got 2 things where we are going to make money for ALS. One is anytime you're in the store, or you can just call us sometime. I had somebody send me a note and said, "Hey, ring me up for a pour for Rick." So it's called a pour for Rick. It's all virtual. You don't actually get a thing of liquor or anything like that, but it's $5 under the name of Pour for Rick, and then we donate that $5, all $5 of it to ALS. So that's one way we're doing it. And then the other thing we talked about, when you get your number you're in the club, the sequentially numbered barrels, Rick is number 1, so he's not going to be buying these bottles. So it means that they're available. So what we're going to do is we're going to tack on a 20% premium because it's bottle number 1 out of a pick.
$20 premium.
What did I say?
Percent.
$20 premium. $20 premium that gets added on there. Well, if it's $100, I would have been right there, but
that's correct.
It's like our 10th mountain pick. If it was our 10th mountain, which is numbered, unfortunately, that would have been right on. But yeah, $20, and 100% of that $20 goes, again, same thing to ALS. So it's kind of a cool thing. We actually put a post out there about that today. I want to give a shout out here for somebody who did something above and beyond. Jason Wickel, who is just a great guy. He's out of Texas, Houston area. And we put out this post that we're going to be doing this thing for Rick with the club. And he contacted us and said, we had 3 at the time, 3 of these things where, it's the regular price plus $20. And he says, I'll buy all 3 of them. And what I want to do with those bottles then is donate them back to you guys and then have you guys do an event where you do a tasting in Rick's honor and all the money goes to ALS. We're like, this is the kind of things we want to do with the club. We're on board. We're engaging our members. They're getting involved. They're coming up with ideas for us. That's why you see the marionette with the strings and the ABV Barrel Shop logo. It's being controlled by the members. That's the kind of stuff that indicates that we're willing to do that. I mean, we were on board immediately. We said, we'll do that, and it'll be a great way to honor Rick and a great way to raise some money for a great cause, too.
Yeah, I mean, unbelievable. He's not even from the St. Louis market here.
He's never met Rick.
Yeah, but just loves what we do and loves the concept. And, so not only do we just raise, the $60 from the 3 bottles, but we'll see how much, we're going to put a class together around the bottles that he donated. And I know we're going to raise a ton of money off that class. We know that we'll sell that one out. Rick's friends will be here to support it. And, hopefully, Rick's hoping to come out of the hospital here soon. And, maybe he's going to be well enough to travel a little bit, and maybe he can make it in for that class as well.
That would be something, yeah. Yeah, we look forward to that. I know his ideal situation would be to get here at some point and have a drink at the bar, which would be cool, which would be really a cool event. So we'll make sure we get our club members as friends in for something like that if that ends up being possible.
For sure.
Yeah. So there you go. The club itself costs $250 and $100 a year thereafter that. But I'll tell you what, you will find that all the what you get out of it is worth way more than that moving forward. That's the challenge of Jim and I. If we're not given the value where each year you're spending that $100 and you're like, well, I don't know if is this a good deal or not. We've done the job wrong because we're gonna go over the top with what we had for those club members.
And there's a lot more benefits than we discussed here today. We didn't go through them all, so please visit our website and take a look at them all. There's a lot of stuff on there that are coming. We're just kind of highlighting some of the key points there that we think will be exciting for everybody, but there's a lot more benefits, so please check it out.
Yep, there's a lot more, and it will continue to evolve, so please do check it out. All right, we'll wrap this one up, as we always do, by talking about where people can find us. Jim, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Facebook at Jim Fosnot, or you can find me on Instagram at FozJim, FAZZJIM. You can find me every Wednesday through Saturday and most Mondays and Tuesdays hanging out here at the ABV Barrel Shop in Arnold, Missouri. All
right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. The important website, though, is abvnetwork.com. Check it out because everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more, abvnetwork.com. If you like what we're doing, please do two things for us. First, review the show. Give us a 5-star review. Leave comments. It helps new people find the show. That's pretty important to us. And also, you can get involved at patreon.com/the ABV Network. All right, until tomorrow, take care, everybody. See ya.
Cheers.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Another friend of ours is the Goldstein family at Goldstone Mill. The Goldsteins offer a variety of heritage and heirloom grains to make the finest whiskeys in the world. Plus, they are more than just a grain company. They are truly consultants to make sure the grains they are providing to you or your business meet your highest expectations. Additionally, they work with mills around the country, ensuring shipping is as low as possible for their customers. If you're a distillery, brewery, or even doing this at home, Goldstone can assist you. Check them out at goldstonemill.com, call them at 217-254-6613, or check in via email at hello@goldstonemill.com. Last but not least is the ABV Barrel Shop. While we don't get to play in the allocated bourbon game because we aren't selling the other products you have to do to get those, we do have access via our friendships in the bourbon industry to some really cool stuff. Have you ever seen your favorite craft distiller selling some really cool limited offerings only in their gift shop? I'm talking things like the Hazmat offering Distillery 291 did for their 10th anniversary, or Neely Family Distillery's Papaw's birthday barrel. They don't have enough of it to send it out to distributors, so they only sell it via their gift shop. Well, companies like Distillery 291 and Neely Family Distillery have agreed to sell us 2 or 3 cases of these offerings moving forward, meaning our store will have the access to some of the rarest whiskeys in the world. Way more difficult to come by than the allocated bourbon offerings with a national release. Yes, they will be extremely tough to come by, but if you're a customer of our store, you'll have a chance to get them. Get signed up for our email or text list over at abvbarrelshop.com so you don't miss out.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.